Good day to everyone, Vitaly Sokolov is with you. Today we will talk about a free open programming environment for the Pascal programming language and its author. And before we start, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, put your finger up under the video and write a comment, this is important for the channel. Thank you in advance. Martin Schreiber was born on June 6, 1957 in the commune of Wengi, canton of Thurgau in the district of Münchwilen in Switzerland. Switzerland is the birthplace of the Pascal language. During his school years, Martin trained as a FEAM, telecommunications, electrical and instrumental fitter, and was engaged in the manufacture of printed circuit boards. In the spring of 1979, he moved from Zurich to Kaltbrunn, canton of St. Gallen, where he established his own laboratory, and then he bought a century-old house and continued to develop and design prototype electronics for third parties. He was a hardware and software electronics engineer and owner of an engineering firm. He also had deep knowledge in the field of physics, even advised people, and mechanics. For example, he made a spinning wheel for yarn and subsequent dyeing of wool, a hand loom, built a synthesizer and an amplifier for radio reception, and repaired electrical appliances. He played saxophone, transverse flute and guitar, and even played in a band as a teenager. Martin liked to work in the garden, where he grew potatoes and vegetables. After work he liked to grill kebabs on a homemade garden grill. He led a very modest life. In the summer he never wore shoes, he always walked barefoot, he liked to wear hand-knitted sweaters, he ate with chopsticks. He had a sense of humor and was always ready to help others. He did not have a car, but moved mainly on foot or by bicycle. Martin was very concerned about future generations, so he tried to lead his lifestyle as environmentally friendly as possible. Martin's first contact with programming was with the HP25, HP41 pocket calculators, where he programmed the assembler for the MC6809. With the advent of microprocessors, software development became a big part of his job. Martin programmed in Pascal, assembler, OS9 Basic, Robert Riemele's Omegasoft Pascal, considering it a very good product. C. He considered Pascal combined with MSEide+MSEgui and similar tools to be the most productive development environments for universal tasks. Martin developed various software in the 90s, such as software for the blind with a language simulator, MSE Top for address administration, accounting software for small and medium enterprises, SMEs. In 1999, Martin starts his biggest project MSEide, programming environment, and MSEgui, set of components. During development, Martin began to have health problems, but he coped with them. However, in the spring of 2018, he fell ill again, and then his health began to improve again. Following this, Martin died unexpectedly of cardiac arrest on November 29, 2018. MSEide is an IDE for rapid application development for GUI-rich applications. The environment is written in Pascal and allows programming in Pascal and MSE Lang, a simplified Pascal dialect. The environment itself draws the interface and components and does not depend on external libraries, like other programming environments. An important development goal was doubling the performance compared to other development environments, free and high speed of the source codes. Since it may not be in the expected probable conditions of the programming environment. Projects were made mainly for their own company. The task of deliberately wide distribution of the development environment did not stand. Martin spends more than 20,000 hours on the development of MSEide and MSEgui. The compiler used is the free Pascal compiler, but since 2013 Martin has been uncovering and building his own compiler with an LLVM backend for the FPC dialect and a simplified Pascal dialect called MSE Lang. It is simpler and more readable. The programming environment is distributed under the GNU GPL and GNU LGPL. The environment has many effects: a code debugger, syntax highlighting, a form editor, an internationalization tool, support for UTF-8, UTF-16, ASCII encodings and effects, the ability to inherit various types of visual forms, and the creation of MDI applications. The MSE IDE draws itself with API on Windows and with Xlib on Linux. Thus, the environment does not depend on many external libraries and does not require regular updating of the environment for updating external libraries. Also, MSE IDE thus provides high speed of work, and also opens work on the source code of the programming environment. A special place is given to the possibilities of working with local databases. Thus, it is possible to work with some of them without intermediate drivers. MSEide Martin uses the GCC toolkit for ARM and AVR32 microcontroller development, MSEide+MSEgui with FPC for explicit interface, build tools and complex database applications. Assembly is used to develop the PIC16XXXUC. After Martin's death, an environment develops that involves an international team of programmers. MSEgui is a complete independent set of free Pascal widgets. MSEgui is like a set of GTK2, GTK3, Qt5 widgets that has a look and feel on every OS, Linux, Windows, FreeBSD, Raspberry Pi. The latest, at the moment, version was released on October 11, 2021, MSEgui 5.6.4. For a closer look, download the MSE Universe project. It contains project demos, documentation, tools, and an extension for the MSE IDE. To download MSE IDE, you can write a list of links in the description under the video, or you can write MSE IDE in the download search bar. Go to GitHub or SourceForge and download the release test or IDE version. You were prompted to select the version for your system. In addition to the programming environment and component kits, you can also download examples with source codes. On GitHub, it is also possible to download the source code for test versions of the programming environment. The download takes place as an archive file. After downloading, you need to unzip the folder and the files inside it. By running the exe file MSEide launching the programming environment. Its dimensions are customizable. All panels from the menu item view regardless of the size and location of the environment and other friend. They can be moved, hidden or stretched as it will be convenient for the programmer. As such, installation environment is not required. But if you have downloaded the source codes of the environment and want to access the environment from them, then you will need to build from the source codes. To remove an environment, you just need to delete the folder with it. MSEide takes up a little more than 12 megabytes, has very low system requirements and shows a very high speed. This makes MSE IDE very convenient for creating different types of software. I left all the necessary links in the description under the video. Click on the label More to open the full list of links in the description. That's all for me. I hope the video was for you in the comments. If so, then don't expect a raise, subscribe to the channel and write a comment, this is important for the promotion of the video. Vitaly Sokolov was with you. Good luck with your programming and see you in the next video.